Well, good Thursday morning, 5:44 now. Gun crimes have become such a concern here in Colorado that lawmakers established the Office of Gun Violence to track and offer some strategies to address the problem.
Meanwhile, we are learning in southern Colorado that stolen guns are fueling a lot of this violence. Our Patrick Nelson joins us with an in-depth look at the issue, specifically in Pueblo. Patrick.
Yeah, good morning. While crooks at times have broken into gun stores to steal weapons in our state, most often federal investigators say they're stealing them from people's homes and their vehicles. In Pueblo, investigators say if people did a better job of safeguarding their guns, it could save lives and prevent the crime sprees that often follow. How often are guns stolen in Pueblo?
Every day. Every day someone has a gun stolen. We have more violent people released onto the streets every day, and the unfortunate reality, they may not be able to legally purchase a firearm, but we are arresting these people with a high number of firearms, most of which are stolen.
How often would you say when we have these shootings, people are killed, that a stolen firearm is used in those crimes?
Percentage-wise, I don't know, but I can tell you that it's almost all the time.
With members of his community and his officers facing these dangerous realities, Pueblo Police Department Deputy Chief Joseph Garcia tells me investigators are desperately trying to recover stolen guns, which then can be test fired, creating markings on shell casings that are analyzed to see if the gun's markings match up with shell casings recovered from any other crime.
That lines up really nicely, so this would be a hit to each other. These are the same.
Lab examiners use the computer, the brass tracks machine, to take those 3D images, and then they can review and analyze. But it's a unique fingerprint.
ATF Special Agent in Charge Brent Beavers says this process and the National Integrated Ballistic Information Network, better known as NIBIN, are crucial in connecting the dots between gun crimes.
Once the casing's entered, or a firearm's entered, it can be linked, and it is an important factor in solving crimes in the state or sometimes nationally.
Uncovering new information about stolen guns as a result of this process, investigators say they begin to piece together the big picture on how stolen guns are being used.
We have tracked guns on crimes that have been stolen and used minutes later. We have tracked guns that have been stolen decades in the past. You start tracking that gun's usage over the last 10 years and you know it's been used in a robbery here, a shooting there, and a homicide somewhere else.
Even if you aren't a gun owner, law enforcement leaders in Pueblo say you can help be a part of the solution, and it starts with just making the call to police.
Somebody driving by your house and firing a couple rounds up in the air, you might say, oh, it's, I'm not going to report it. But if we have the NIBIN's report on that particular weapon, that may have been used in a homicide, if not here, somewhere else. So sometimes a simple little act, we can lead to big things.
And we understand calling police about a gun crime can make people uncomfortable and could even be a dangerous situation. So we want to remind you about calling Pueblo Crime Stoppers at 542-STOP. You can always remain anonymous and could be eligible for a cash reward for information that leads to a felony arrest. Back to you.